Not formally. Actually, most of us don't quiz others about religious beliefs or lack thereof. If we like people, then that's fine by us. However, there are inevitably some common factors which might draw us together, and as religious structures do not feature, those factors might be a particular type of music, art, literature, etc., but atheism, or a unicornism, etc., is really a non-topic. It actually may surprise some theists that for pretty well all my friends who are obviously not interested in religious dogma or institutions, those of us who love music are perfectly content to sing or play sacred works. I belong to a group, some of which were religious, 2 of them lay preachers, half not, but singing motets, carols, in many styles as an a cappella group, was great, and the only problem came from the lay preachers who wanted to collar our group to operate as a church choir, instead of occasionally singing in their church as a favor, and that caused ill feeling when half of us declined. The religious ones made assumptions which were wrong. So, my wife and I have sung all the major oratorios, Creation, Messiah, many times, Israel in Egypt, with a choir of 380, Elijah, Masses by Bach, Mozart, and others, Vespers, the Requiems by Brahms, a favorite, Mozart, Fauré, works of Pergolesi, Scarlatti, Britten, Peri, Palestrina, Vivaldi, some Avenue Marias, and on and on. Beautiful music, so why not? I know the popular carols by heart, and sang a duet session with a young soprano at a work Christmas party, and it was great to do it. We have also visited churches, cathedrals, synagogue or 2, temples and mosques, simply to admire the beautiful architecture, stained glass windows, decorative tiles, different styles, and we are happy to donate to their upkeep. We had a gentleman at Istanbul's lovely Blue Mosque running after us to thank us for a generous donation. We may have no time for the religion, but we do acknowledge that religious devotion has inspired some wonderful examples of human endeavor. Those are the things which bind people, and for atheists, that is the one positive we can derive from all those often warring factions over the centuries, and it saddens us greatly when religious zeal destroys them. Not really. There are small, scattered associations of atheists, but atheism in general doesn't have much in the way of community. Most atheists don't belong to atheist organizations, subscribe to atheist newsletters, participate in atheist forums or online groups, and so on. Not being religious just doesn't occupy the same kind of social and emotional space that being religious does. Does atheism have what can be defined as community? Only in a very vague sense. There are collections of folk who identify as atheists and represent causes like keeping the church and state separate, which is as much a political ambition than anything more. That's because atheism isn't a belief or a philosophy as such. You can't have a belief or a philosophy in not believing in Santa Claus, and atheism is similarly unfocused too.